Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Buffalo Bills. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Allen now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Well, Parker, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. On first down, Taylor. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On second down now, it's Taylor. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw again on second down, Allen, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. He's got daylight. The 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. Short throw pick-6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Ground 80!
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Throwing is Allen on third. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he rifles one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Nicole Hardman, the intended target. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now Taylor. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now the Bills are going to line up here to go for 2.
Switch. Check 15, check 15.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. 78 yards, and the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson taking a deep shot here and this is caught, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and that makes it 21-8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Jim!
From the gun, it's Allen. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
He's coming. Go.
Taylor.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Look out! Mike 49! Mike 49! Don't get nervous!
Now Allen to throw on third down. And able to find John Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 46. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or it moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Allen now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. Here's Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. Throwing again on second down. Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Ray McLeod, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 19.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, he's got Allen.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Now Landry. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go,
Throwing again. Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for the Bills. 47 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Allen now on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Let's go, D.
To throw, it's Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Watch twist. Watch twist. No.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And this one caught by Beasley. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
We got this.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. Jackson now. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will swell the lead to 16. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Allen operating from the gun. And he finds Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen. And some space here. And he's into the clear. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Double time.
Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. And this is Cook with a grab. That one goes for 24 yards.
Let's go.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Allen. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
It's Eckler again. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Single slot. Check number 6. Watch the pass. Here we go.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is a counter play. Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Eckler. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Flush to his right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under.
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jared Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Operating from the gun. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
At the 24-yard line.
Get set. Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they? When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Landry now on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Double dog. 56.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Allen. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Here's Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Monday. March 49. March 49.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Once more, here's Eckler. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Let's go now. Get the Pittsburgh. Like this, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
It's a loss of the yard. And it's third down.
Here we go. Set. 15 runner. 15 runner. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it just keeps getting worse as they're going to fall to 1-14. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.